Donald John Trump is the 45th and current President of the United States. He was a businessman and television personality. He was born on June 14, 1946, in Queens, New York. The second youngest of 5 children, he attended private school in Queens before enrolling in the New York Military Academy for 8th grade through high school. Afterward, Trump studied for 2 years at New York City's Fordham University, then transferred to the University of Pennsylvania's Wharton School of Finance and Commerce, where he earned an undergraduate degree in 1968. After college, Trump joined his father's company. He became president of the firm in 1974 and went on to make a name for himself in the Manhattan real estate world with the construction of such high-profile projects as the Grand Hyatt New York Hotel, which opened in 1980, and Trump Tower, a luxury high-rise that opened in 1983. Also in the 1980s, Trump opened hotel casinos in Atlantic City, New Jersey, acquired Manhattan's storied Plaza Hotel, and bought the Mar-a-Lago estate in Palm Beach, Florida, which he renovated and turned into a private club. Among other ventures, he briefly owned an airline and a professional football team in the short-lived United States Football League. In 1987, The Art of the Deal, Trump's memoir and business advice book, was published and became a bestseller. In 1989, his net worth was $1.5 billion, according to Forbes, and he made his first appearance on the cover of Time magazine. However, in the early 1990s, following an economic downturn and slump in the real estate market, Trump was deeply in debt and several of his casinos filed for bankruptcy. In 1995, he reported a nearly $1 billion loss on his taxes. Trump eventually made a financial comeback, in part with a business model that involved licensing his name for a wide variety of ventures ranging from condominiums to steaks and neckties. He continued to acquire and develop real estate properties, and in 2016, when he became the first billionaire elected to the White House, his empire included office buildings, hotels and golf courses around the world. In 2004, Trump started hosting a reality TV show, The Apprentice, in which contestants vied for a management job at one of his companies. The show featured Trump's catchphrase "You're fired" and drew big ratings. The business mogul eventually raked in $1 million per episode and became a household name. He hosted 14 combined seasons of The Apprentice and a spin-off show, The Celebrity Apprentice. In addition to starring on The Apprentice and making cameo appearances in other TV shows and movies, Trump owned several beauty pageants from 1996 to 2015, including Miss Universe and Miss USA. In 1999, after 10 years of not going to court for bankruptcy, in November 2004, Trump returned to bankruptcy court again to file for bankruptcy in Atlantic City and one in Indiana. This time the hotel and casino group Trump ran aground with accumulated debt not paid up to $1.8 billion. Just like in the past, Donald Trump agreed to lower its stake in the corporation, but this time he accepted to lose control from 47% to 25%. However, in return, he added a $500 million loan to improve the situation. The most recent bankruptcy was in 2009, after failing to pay a $53.1 million bond interest on time. Trump Entertainment Resorts was brought to court to file for bankruptcy. That year, Trump Entertainment and its affiliates' assets totaled $2.06 billion, but total liabilities totaled $1.74 billion. Although he struggled with the board for debt restructuring, Donald Trump failed. He and his daughter left the management positions of the company and were the only shareholders holding 10% of their total capital. In 2014, Trump Entertainment Resorts officially went bankrupt, but he was not offended because he was no longer in charge of the company, so nothing to do with the suit. In June 2015, the real estate developer announced his presidential candidacy in a speech at Trump Tower. He ran his campaign on a pledge to make America great again, the slogan emblazoned on the baseball hats he often wore at his public rallies, and spoke out against political correctness, illegal immigration and government lobbyists, while promising to cut taxes, renegotiate trade deals and create millions of jobs for American workers. His brash, unapologetic style and sometimes controversial comments garnered widespread media coverage. In May 2016, he cinched the Republican nomination, beating out a field of 16 other candidates, including Jeb Bush, Chris Christie, Ted Cruz, Marco Rubio and John Kasich. In the general election, Trump ran against Democrat Hillary Clinton, the first female presidential candidate from a major political party. The race was divisive, in part due to a number of inflammatory remarks and tweets made by Trump about minorities and other groups. While some members of the Republican establishment distanced themselves from the candidate, Trump's supporters admired his outspokenness and business success, along with the fact that he wasn't a politician. As the election neared, almost all national polls predicted a victory for the Democratic nominee. However, on November 8, 2016, in what was viewed by many people as a stunning upset, Trump and his vice presidential running mate, Governor Mike Pence of Indiana, defeated Clinton and her running mate, Senator Tim Kaine of Virginia. Trump won reliably red states as well as important swing states including Florida and Ohio, and racked up 306 electoral votes to his rival's 232 votes. Clinton won the popular vote. Trump's inauguration as the 45th President of the United States was held on Friday, January 20, 2017. Donald Trump has children from three different women: Ivana Trump, Marla Maples, and Melania Trump. Trump has 5 children from 3 marriages: Don Jr. Ivanka, and Eric Trump greater than with Ivana Trump, Tiffany Trump with Marla Maples, and Barron Trump with First Lady Melania Trump. Barron William Trump was born on March 20, 2016. He is Donald Trump's youngest child and his only child with Melania Trump. During his early childhood, Barron made several television appearances, including on The Apprentice and The Oprah Winfrey Show. 8. Barron will not